Ladies and gentlemen, we've covered some protesters on this channel, and all of them have been not effective in their messaging and their cause. They end up making their cause look silly, look laughable. They look like a bunch of bozos, a bunch of class clowns in here. And this is another example of what not to do, okay? This is another example of if you want or care about something and enacting change is something that you want to do, don't do this, okay? Because you're going after the wrong people. These people who you don't want to be catching strays are catching strays, and you just make everyone hate you and what you stand for. As a matter of fact, people will just do the opposite of what you want, and in most cases, you know? It's like the vegan thing, where people are so sick of these obnoxious, pretentious vegans standing in KFC talking about murder and how these chickens, they're just like people, we're all alive or whatever, and you're so sick of it, you're trying to bite into that crispy chicken sandwich you waited for, and you got this person in one ear, and you got that person in your other ear, just complaining and yapping, and all you want to do is go back to the register and order 10 more, you know? Just to piss them off. So anyway, I thought after the video we did about the Just Stop Oil people, we had to, you know, look for some more crazy protesters. This one, the cops get involved. The most entitled campus protester. I'm here with Manic yet again.
You know, sometimes when I see a vegan, I just order twice the amount of steak just to cancel them out.
Exactly. Literally true. It's like, you know, you got people, it's in politics too. People who don't even like Trump, who are like, yeah, these people are annoying me. You know, out of spite, I'm just gonna do this to balance out the annoyance that they put me through. But yeah, we got something else today. Let's check it out.
A peaceful protest becomes not so peaceful. In the early evening of May 9th, 2024, Las Cruces police officers responded to a pro-Palestine protest at New Mexico State University, where students were blocking the doors of an administration building as it was closing, preventing...
Yeah, so you can see here, this is the squad they've assembled to stop teachers from going home. How does this relate to anything Palestine related? I don't know. I don't think they know. I don't think they have any goal here other than to just stand here like there's no goal.
Yeah, like what did the business administration do? Like what's their like fault in like Israel bombing, you know, Gaza?
Did the teachers supply funding for Lockheed Martin? Are the teachers funneling money to the military industrial complex? Are teachers taking 90% of their income, piling it together and sending it to the Likud government? Am I missing something? Is that what they know? Yeah. Actually, I'll tell you what, I guarantee you they're not doing that. So
you know what's the funny thing is that they're doing this, which is super performative, but they're still paying to go to this school.
Yeah.
So if anything, they're also just as liable if they are knowingly giving their money to a university that is funding this, assuming that is true.
Which it's not. So all they're doing here is trying to cause some sort of ruckus, some sort of outrage or attention. Whatever they're trying to achieve is just for the sole purpose of like, look at us and maybe think about why we're doing this, you know? It's just like the tantrum economy. It's like, oh, this is an investment into our cause. And how? Well, we're just gonna, you know, throw a tantrum and hopefully people will pay more attention to us.
Members from leaving to go home. By the time the officers arrive, 5 protesters had already been arrested by campus police for criminal trespass and resisting, obstructing. These 5 suspects are being held inside until the protesters stop blocking the doors. The officers you're about to see are tasked with getting the protesters to make enough room for the suspects inside to leave the building and be transported to jail. However, it quickly escalates from there.
So this is Colorado State University, right? The teachers did nothing to Palestine. The police officers did nothing to Palestine. Nobody protesting is protesting against anything that's happening in an effective way. And it's just ridiculous. It seems to be this way 9 out of 10 times I see a clip like this on YouTube, where it's misdirected anger. It's just vague outrage toward some bigger problem that has nothing to do with the way they're addressing it. And it's just, all it does is take out legitimacy to the cause that you seem to care about. It just does.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Like, people don't look at this and then they think, oh, these are some bright, passionate young minds. That's just not how this is viewed upon. And I'm telling you this as someone who's seen a lot of these clips and read a lot of comments, okay? I wish, you know, maybe for some of the causes I may agree with that it wasn't like this, but it always is and it always will be, okay? And so if you're passionate about something, I think one of the worst things you can do is have a spectacle like this go down where it's just misdirected anger and it just looks silly. You know, for what it's worth, I'll give you an example of like an actual, in terms of it making sense, a good protest. Like, obviously I disagree with it and I think it's silly, but does it actually make sense? Yeah. It was when those Netflix protesters, you know, walked out of Netflix because they were allowing for Dave Chappelle to have a transphobic quote-unquote special. Do I agree with it? Do I think it's stupid? Yeah, obviously I'd roast those people or whatever. I'd criticize them. But you work at Netflix. The problem is with Netflix, and then you're walking out. Makes sense. This makes no sense. You're not at Palestine University, right? You're not at Israel University. This doesn't make sense, right? That's sort of the point.
What if they're just referring to Palestine, Texas?
Yeah, it's just like the neighboring state all along.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, wait, Israel? Who's that?
They don't break it. What are they protesting? What are they protesting? Is it the Palestinian? Yeah.
It's a normal reaction to genocide, you freak!
The university has a student population of approximately 14,000 people at this campus. Less than 24 current students participated in the protest.
Pause it.
That's still more concurrent players than Overwatch on Steam. So, they're doing something right.
And it's definitely a hell of a lot more than concurrent players of Concord, being in which all of these protesters look like Concord characters.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, listen. When you're right, you're right. I'll just say that, you know.
Them calling anybody else freaks and them calling themselves normal, there's some irony to be had there. They're literally banging on a door to some, university administration because of a war happening over 10,000 kilometers.
And then,
a completely
here's the thing.
different continent.
I understand, like, being passionate about this, and, like, I understand viewing things and having a moral qualm with what's happening over there. I understand that. Like, that makes sense. Like, there are things that happen because there's obviously, there's people there, and when people are mistreated no matter where, it would upset you. However, this is stupid. Like, it's stupid. That's the main issue. It's stupid, right? And no one who is affected over there is getting anything from this. They're probably upset by this. It's sort of like when you have people who are like gay, who just want to live their life and be left alone, who every time they see like an activist parade or like a pride parade that's supposed to represent them, and then it's someone doing something weird as fuck, like they're taking some very adult shit, putting that in front of kids or something like that, they're like, we don't want this. Like, this doesn't help us. It hurts us. So listen, I can only imagine that it's the same way, where people who care about what they're representing are not taking this as helpful at all. It's only harmful, to be honest, right?
Yeah, and if you want to bring it back to Dave Chappelle, the quote-unquote transphobic joke that had all the Netflix workers, protesting. His joke was there's the L, the G, the B, and the T all in a car together on a road trip. And the T is making that trip a hell of a lot longer than it has to be.
It's true.
Don't keep anyone safe! And you're arresting us! You're arresting students that are peacefully protesting!
You can't really make that up. Like, they say literally peacefully protest. I mean, like,
It's fiery but peaceful.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, W reference, but is this a situation where there's, Molotov cocktails being tossed around hot potato style, and, people are breaking windows and stuff like that, throwing hands with officers? No. Is it, that sort of situation? Definitely not. But is it just like a march with signs being held up and no one's being disturbing? No. This is disturbing. Like, they're blocking something. It's causing a disturbance. They're, they're rowdy. They're hitting the glass and shit. So is it peaceful? I guess it depends who you ask. But is it, a complete non-issue? Definitely not, right? So it's somewhere in between those two things. Yeah. I also want to just highlight that, I've never done something like this, and I feel like it takes a kind of person to where they're craving attention, I think, to some extent, because you're doing this for attention. Like, the point of this is for attention. And it's just like, I can't help but ask, where was the discipline in your early years, your developmental years, to where if you were the kid who was throwing a tantrum or you wouldn't stop screaming at someone's birthday party, and were you just never told, like, hey, quiet, or like, yo, come outside and cool off? Or were you never kicked out of class and told to take 5 minutes outside because you wouldn't stop yelling over the teacher? Like, I don't understand. Am I crazy?
Anybody watching, just show your parents this protesting video. I'm sure they will appreciate you a lot more.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I'm glad you're not like those freaks.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. It really, I feel like, kind of comes down to, like, you're having a tantrum.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Get your job!
I don't mean to make this point because it's such a boomer point, but these are not minimum wage, but they're being paid like a very not great salary. You know, teaching is not, you don't do it for the pay, obviously. They're doing it to deal with these spoiled brats, and this is what they get in return. They're told that the blood of innocent Palestinians is on their hand. Can you make this shit up? Can you? I can't fucking believe this. You go home from your job as a teacher and your children are like, hey, how was work? Yeah, so turns out I'm not a teacher. I'm actually an IDF soldier. Didn't know that, but you know, some people were banging on the glass and told me so I guess it's true.
We're gonna have them make a hole so they can escort these guys out. Can you guys please move to the side, please?
Please quit your job, please.
You guys just need to step to the side. That's all you need.
We let you guys. You guys are gonna let our friends out for now.
Slave catchers, class, trainers, union busters, gang.
This is Aura, bro. The mask outside in 2025, literally 2025 at this point, is so Aura.
Yeah, dude, and it's like 2/3 of them are wearing masks still.
I just can't get over it, bro. Like, because I see, it's so weird. Like, it's weird. Am I crazy, or is it just weird to see these things? Like, I'm out in public, bro, and I think maybe once a month I'll see someone just rocking it, and I just, unless you're 90 years old, like, what's the point, you know?
Yeah, it's like you'll see a lot more of them when you're at the airport.
Yeah, at the airport. Well, and I the only pass I give is 90-year-old people and then Asian people, because they've been doing this pre-COVID. They've been rocking the mask. They've just had that shit on, I guess.
Yeah, dude, literally, it ruined. I remember seeing, you know, Asians in masks way before.
It was kind of cute, you know.
Yeah.
It was like their thing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was kind of like, you know, is there a little niche? It was kind of it's kind of interesting.
Right.
You know, it's like, you know, you see a samurai just walking around. It's like, this is San Francisco.
Yeah, sure. Why not? But it's been ruined, man.
Yeah, there's no more aura in wearing masks. Dude, it's like, you know, you know, Watch Dogs, the guy from Watch Dogs.
That was cool. When he had it on, it was cool.
It was cool because it came out before 2020.
Yeah, literally. But I could have the most crippling autoimmune disease, and I'm not putting that shit on, bro. Okay, it's just not happening. I did my time.
We're trying to get our message through, and you guys aren't listening. So if you guys are gonna listen, we're not listening. Sorry about that.
So they're arrested right now? So they're gonna leave.
You guys are arresting them for them doing.
I'm not arrested.
Send a genocide. Send a genocide.
So crazy enough, I know this guy. First of all, I don't even understand the point of having the mask on to take it off. That's beside the point.
Not to mention, he's making physical contact with another man.
None of this makes sense. It's like what? It's like makes no sense.
What's the point?
Doesn't make sense. Moving on. He's saying he's standing on the side of genocide after he said that he's getting the people who are arrested to jail. So is people getting arrested pro-genocide? I don't understand that. When people are going to jail for committing a crime, how does that support genocide?
If you know
This is your unemployed friend at Tuesday afternoon. This is not what people who have jobs and who are making money are doing with their time. Because I know these people. I know these people who are making money and they're not doing this. It's simple. And you can say that that's a very surface level observation, or that sort of is irrelevant, ad hominem, whatever.
Elitist.
It's very, elitist. It's so, I mean, listen, productivity is one way you can measure productivity of the individual is through their inputs and their outputs. These people woke up cranky and stood outside of a building for a few hours and got nothing out of it, okay? There are people who unironically had a more productive day when the Hawk Tua coin came out and traded for a few minutes than what you've accomplished in 4 hours, okay? That is a problem. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
Unironically, the money thing makes so much sense too, because if these guys were stacking bread instead of protesting, they just wire a quick 10 to the Palestinian government or whatever. Just go make 10 racks and send that over there. It's like way more effective, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
just, do they have the money?
No, but my point is, instead of doing this, go get some money and send it over there. Like, actually do something. That's my point.
Yeah.
It's so simple. I'm just so confused as, like, what did they think was gonna happen if they didn't move out of the way? Like, is this like, oh, you got one more chance? Like what? This isn't like a simple softball, like, we're gonna go back and forth ping-ponging for a few hours until we can come to an agreement. It's like, you listen to us or we're gonna make you listen to us.
Yeah, like, these people have probably never experienced physical confrontation at all.
Oh, no, definitely not, you know? And it's not even, like, with the law enforcement or anything, nothing even as simple as, like, a bar fight, where you get on someone's nerve and you gotta stand on business, and then you realize, like, when to pick your battles. This is a scenario where you pick to not do this battle, because you will fucking lose. These are trained policemen. What do you think is gonna happen? Who wins in this fight? You with the button up and the bracelets, or 5 police officers with training and tactical gear? Why would you take that 1v1? It's not even a 1v1, it's like a 5v. Brother, you're gonna get hard stomped. This is a team of fucking bronzes against a top 500. Like, what's the point of this?
Violence! Uncalled for! Not needed!
I don't know if he's coming.
He says it's uncalled for, but like, it literally had to happen in order for things to move on. We don't have all day. If you're not gonna move, then he's gonna make you move. Oh, you didn't have to do that. Are you fucking kidding me? What are the cops gonna do? Be like, oh yeah, let me get on that. Like,
Do what's right for the people! Do what's right for the people!
Oh, pause it. Yeah, because what police love is most is getting nagged at.
yeah.
Dude, they have to go to work, get nagged at by these like college students. They go home, get nagged at their wife. You know, it's a never-ending cycle. Dude, also that cop to the right, he's well groomed.
Bro, what?
No, dude, I
This guy?
appreciate, dude. Yeah, dude, I appreciate. You know, I can appreciate a good-looking man. You know, it's not gay.
Stop the cap.
He's in 240p. Yeah, dude, I love that aesthetic.
All right.
Sure.
Okay.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you!
At this point, none of these protesters were arrested after the officers forcefully moved them away from the door. Coming up, however, you'll soon see these same protesters cause officers to lose their current patience.
You think you're so prideful because you laugh?
You guys are protecting your own people! It's not that hard to not listen to orders, dog.
What's that?
It's not that hard to not listen to orders.
Same for you, dude. You can just step to the side.
Sorry, but I'm not.
Not when you're choking him.
We're not choking.
Yeah, you were. There was.
Wait, hold on, pause it. Dude, where did Grandma come from?
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, right behind the like white man. Yeah, right
unironically,
there.
she just kind of rendered in.
Dude, like I feel like half of these people weren't here at the beginning of the video.
Yeah, they just kind of like popped out. Like this one's DLC for sure. Yeah, definitely. They just kind of like rendered them in. It's like an AI generation.
Yeah, dude. It's because the light level's too low in this area, so they just started spawning.
Yeah, that's like what happened basically. Yeah.
Not choking.
Yeah, you were. There was. We have it on video. Choking. We have it on video. So.
You guys aren't gonna listen to us, we're not gonna listen to you.
Has everyone got their badge numbers? Everyone got their badge numbers? No? No? Let's go.
You are one of us, dude.
All you Hispanic
We are all the
Mexicans,
same people.
all of you stand on the side of genocide and white supremacy. Do you hear me?
Look at me, Baka!
Baka.
Is he serious?
Is that supposed? Okay, but it's Baka with a C. I thought it was like moron in Japanese.
Yeah, like baka. Like I see those TikToks of people doing face humor, and they'll drop that one in there for brain rot.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This is
Okay,
is he like Aaron Yeager LARPing? What's this? I don't know. I don't know what the point of this is. You baka.
No, but okay, Baka in Japanese is with a K, not a C.
Yeah, but do you think the boomer editor who did this knows what that means?
It's probably not even a boomer. It's probably like, you know, just like basic AI captioning at this point.
Probably.
The Palestinians look just like you! They look just like me! Who are you defending? You're defending an institution that promotes genocide!
The faculty room?
Yeah, the student administration building.
They promote it. They promote it. The teachers promote it. They walk in and they're like, yo, today we're gonna learn how to quickly send Ethereum to the Coinbase wallet address of Benjamin Netanyahu. Like, what?
Yeah, like I mean, the police were paid. Like, they're literally getting paid having to deal with you people. Like, they were paid by the university.
And it's great what you said earlier. Like, think about it. He's saying they're defending an institution that promotes genocide, right? And it's like, you attend this institution. You give them money. These are students.
Yeah, or at least the parents of these students do.
Yeah. So like, drop out then.
Yeah,
right?
go, you know, find some other like college that'll be more sympathetic.
Doesn't make any sense. Like, you've given them money, and by you know, the transitive proper, you've now promoted genocide more than these people have.
Shame on you!
You don't give anyone safe. You're protecting your wealthy class. You're not protecting us.
Come to the side of the people, my friend. My hand is outreached.
It's so ironic because the wealthy class in this instance is, like I said earlier, like slightly above minimum wage paid college teachers. This can't be fucking real. Like, do you really, the wealthy class, the teachers that are trying to go home? Like, if it's some broad argument, then you could say something maybe along those lines. If you're drawing some vague comparison based on the essays you've been forced to write, or like the English 101 class about like systemic injustice, then you can make that broad stroke argument. But in this scenario, it literally does not apply at all.
Yeah, like, let's look into like the families of any of these people. Like, it's either through student visas, right? So they literally came here from a different country just, you know, for college, or they got money. Their daddy's rich. They did not have to live
Or they got
in
a scholarship
any sort
or
of,
something.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
You.
Let go of
Come
your
to
dad.
us.
Drop it. We
I mean, I'm seeing some nice iPhones here, so.
Us.
cops.
Join us. You guys can listen to your moralities, not your f***ing orders.
Cops
These
come
bullshit
from
orders.
catchers. Where's the humanity? Where's the humanity? You're only loyal to the wealthy Zionist class.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Again, like, wasn't Apple on the boycott list or something? Or like Starbucks?
I think,
like, isn't it like
I
every
know.
company? So it's like, again, this is sort of the dilemma you fall into, where not only are you attending a university that, in your words, promotes genocide, you're using products whose companies, in your worldview, promotes genocide. You're wearing, you know, it's like t-shirts, so I'm sure you could draw some connection to the factory or the brand about like, oh, Target made this, and Target is, you can just, you're fucked, right? So you can never shame other people for doing the thing that you're doing too.
I will say, one of the cool things that come out of the boycott is that I remember seeing on Twitter, it was like, since McDonald's, you know, promotes Israel, here's a like thread of all of the recipes of their products. Like, oh, I can make a McGriddle at home. Cool.
Yeah.
I can, and I'll fry it in beef tallow, you know, just like how RFK intended.
There we go.
Over your own community.
You don't protect people. Five of you on one student. You should be ashamed of yourselves, you fucking bullies. This is what I peaked in high school looks like.
Ironic.
Yeah, I mean, That's like the person saying you fell off when they were never on, you know?
You were never on.
That's just like basically what we just witnessed. It's like the you fell off from the person who's like never been close to on, you know?
Yeah, you are a passenger in your own life. You have not made a single decision for yourself. You are merely a facsimile of what your parents desired for you and social media algorithms.
Is that a talking point or did you just come up with that?
I just came up with that like halfway through.
Fucking A, bro. Cook.
Orange, orange, piggy, piggy.
Can't even make eye contact.
Piggy, piggy. What kind of fucking
even
camera
look.
gangs up on a kid?
Look what's in front of you.
LC for P.
Who do you stand for? The government that doesn't give a about you?
You're defending genocide. You're beating people up for being upset about genocide. That's what you're doing.
You're America's ass, your own. They don't give a about you.
Just like they don't give a fuck about us.
No, I feel something. Okay, calm down. Those are our students. They are your nephews, brothers.
That's like a professor. That's a professor on their side.
Oh,
no
wow.
way.
Huh, that's funny. Yeah, that's the institution that promotes genocide, by the way. Like, come on, bro. They're your nephews. They're your brothers. Like,
I mean, like honestly, if they're gonna tolerate this, then you get what you tolerate.
yeah, they're co-signing it.
Yeah.
Sisters, nieces, cousins.
We may not be from the same blood, but we're made of the same fucking matter. We're all human beings. We just want the best for each other. You guys don't want that? Do you guys not want that?
May I go in?
I don't believe so, ma'am. No.
Okay.
You'd have to speak to the security officer.
Okay. And can you tell us what's going to happen to our colleagues there?
You'll get an announcement later.
What? How much later?
That's all I'm gonna say.
Cool.
They don't know, they're just minions.
Okay, I was looking away from my monitor and I swear that person just said they don't know what they're talking about. They're just Indians. I think they said minions, but I heard Indians. I'm like, whoa, that's not okay.
Little do you know that the minions from Despicable Me are actually fighting for the IDF right now.
There's so many AI images that actually say what you're saying too, so.
No way.
Bro, AI Slop has been very instrumental in propaganda for this conflict. I see it everywhere, bro.
Yeah, it's like, no, the minions are on your side. No, the minions are your side. You're more evil than I am.
Yeah, you got like the Palestinian Avengers and stuff. made with grok. Like, that's everywhere now, bro.
It's like how the Avengers would react to October 7th.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's not okay. That's not okay.
Hulk must smash Palestinian children.
Oh
I'm
my
done.
God. When Israeli Spider-Man senses a care package from the US, my spidey senses are tingling.
To students on their own campus, shame.
Shame on you.
These are students on their own campus, public campus. This is our community. Treat them with more respect.
This is how change happens. Cops don't make the world a better place.
No one needed to be tackled for this. Literally nobody. Free! Free Palestine! Free! Free Palestine! Free! Free Palestine! Free! Free
These are our people.
Palestine!
You are our
Free
people.
Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
This is also he puts on shades in front of them when this is a very, very clearly shaded area. It's like, what was the point of that?
Obviously
this is literally
for aura.
this is making like anti-police protests, anti-Zionism just like gay and lame.
I mean, yeah, that's listen, they don't make it hard for you to draw that conclusion.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Disgusting how scared you are of a little girl.
Dog. They're literally just standing down. They're actually being very respectful, right? Like they are just like holding the line. They're not trying to instigate anything, but they're scared. Oh, you're so scared.
Yeah, like what are you saying? Like swing? Like is that what you're saying? Like do it, you won't? Like is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like I think she's trying to agitate. Like no, she wants to be a martyr. All of them here.
Yeah.
They wish to be beaten by police so that they can be like the next Rosa Parks or something.
I mean, like I don't fully agree because like that's probably not true, but at the same time, you also look at how like they literally will not comply with such like easy, just like, hey, move to the side, hey, just don't block the door, and then they just don't do it. It's like either they know what's gonna happen and they've accepted it, which then you're right, or they don't know what's happening and they're stupid, but they're still wrong in what they're doing. So then whatever happens, you know? Also, this is a literal NPC. This is an NPC. This is not like, I don't mean that in like someone who doesn't know what they're doing. This is like a rendered in figure. Yeah, like they spawned on top of, this is a rare spawn point.
Yeah, default pose.
Yeah.
Stand in front of the door.
Whoa.
Wow, very thorough. Thank you so much.
Good conversation, y'all.
There's criminal damage to that window.
Can I ask you what the damage is?
Where's the damage?
What criminal
I'd like to know what the damage is.
The window's broken.
I know you and them didn't break the window. The police did. I'm kind of wondering what's happening now. Peaceful protesting. Occupying space
Excuse me,
in
can you answer my
protest.
question as to why I can't
So a window was broken. Like there's visible damage to the windows from, like, if I'm hearing that correctly. But the protesters are just blaming the police. The police are the ones that broke it. They can't even when they actually do something, they can't even own up to it.
Yeah, like wasn't that like kind of part of the point? Were they slamming on the glass?
Yeah, like slams on the glass. Oh, I wonder what's gonna be the inevitable conclusion to slamming on glass.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Yeah, I don't really know what they were thinking, to be honest, or like what they expected, you know? Or it's like if you're gonna do it, then like if the goal is to do it, then wouldn't you want to take credit for it? Because this is the sort of thing where they're like deny it now and then take credit for it later on social media.
Oh yeah. This is what happens when children are raised on SSRIs and Discord,
You think
right?
so?
I'm just saying stuff to be provocative at this point, just like the protesters.
Okay, you know what?
But honestly, I don't know. I feel like kids should not be on social media for my sake and theirs,
Well,
because
then
I do not.
I mean, Australia is in agreement with you. They had done something where they prohibited 16-year-olds and younger to be on social media. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this in terms of protests, I think we've got a lot more than they do. So, I don't know. I mean, this is a new piece of legislation, but I think we'll see the results of it and how it contrasts with what we got going on in due time. So,
Yeah, I mean, I think the main issue with that would be how it's enforced, right? Like, does that mean you have to, like, you have to upload photo ID to every website you make an account on,
Yeah, I mean, even if it decreases the usage of children on social media by like 5%, then it still worked, you know?
Yeah.
here?
This gentleman already touched that.
No, he
I'm
didn't.
asking
He
you.
didn't tell
No,
her
I can't
anything.
accept in this public building.
To the window. If any, if
So
you push
there's
a button,
damage to
and
that
it's gonna
window.
shatter. Do you want that damage to your? Do you want us to charge you with damage?
Why would
Charging
you
you
charge
damage, so
her with
you're
this?
assuming
What
that I
did she
did that.
touch it?
No, but if you touch it, you're the last one.
So why would
Why
she touch
I
it?
don't have
She's
to
not
touch it. I can
asking.
stand
What
right
did she
here.
touch?
This is a public
Get out of my
Oh,
space.
no, no,
I'm
I'm not
No,
in
you're
space.
saying
I'm not in
that is
space.
no
I am not in
money coming
space.
from you.
You invaded my space when you showed up here.
I live here.
You showed up here on my
What's your
campus.
point?
On my campus. So
It's her
you were
campus,
in my
guys.
space. Now why can't I stand over there? This is a public place. We have
It's just like main character syndrome bullshit, bro. It's like everyone's their anime protagonist, and it's just like very self-indulgent. It's just like, yeah. I mean, not much else to say other than that. Like, you can just tell on the demeanor and the tone and everything. It's like, I'm gonna save the world sort of shit, you know?
Yeah.
We love
It's so
landlords.
tiring.
Alright, so this is the concluding stats at the end of this round. Let's see what we got here.
There were 11 total arrests made due to this incident, only 5 of which were actually enrolled at New Mexico State University. 8 of the suspects have been identified, of which 4 of them were 19 years old, 2 of them were 20 years old, 1 was 22 years old, and 1 was 23 years old. 7 out of 8 of these suspects were charged with criminal trespass and resisting, obstructing. The 8th was the suspect who spat on an officer. He was charged with battery on a peace officer, criminal damage to property of over $1,000, and resisting, obstructing. All of them are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Oh, less than half were actually enrolled there. Less than half of them were students. That's hilarious. Like, what were they even doing there?
You know what else is funnier than that stat?
What?
The fact that this was a members first upload. This was given out to the members of the Midwest Safety YouTube channel first, bro. Like, just
Hey, get that bag. Get that bag.
how much of like a Blue Lives Matter fan you gotta be a member member of the Midwest Safety YouTube channel, bro. Like, that's so funny to me.
I mean, we could have reacted to this like a whole day early, or this was posted in September.
Instead, we're 2 months late. Yeah.
yeah. All we had to do is just like, if we really want to get on that content early, I don't know, is it ethical to subscribe, be a member of a channel just to react to their videos more efficiently?
Yeah, it's an investment, but no.
Yeah, exactly.
All jokes aside, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.